ServiceNow just proved that enterprise AI isn't just hype. It's driving real billion-dollar revenue. Let's take a look at the most recent earnings from today. Double beat both on the top and the bottom line. EPS was up 10% year over year, and revenue was up 24% year over year. Looking at how the stock is initially reacting to this news is initially when these numbers came out, a huge spike back over $100. But since then, it has since settled down. If we look at what analysts are projecting for ServiceNow stock over the next 12 months, we see that they project a huge upside and have ServiceNow as a strong buy. The average price target is $140, and right now we are currently sitting slightly below $100. That shows that while the market is continuing to sell off anything software related aggressively, they're saying that ServiceNow has been beaten down too far. Let's take a look at how ServiceNow has done historically compared to analyst estimates. So for ServiceNow on the revenue front, mostly beats with a couple of misses. If we scroll down to look at the actual percents, we can see that the misses are very small. Now, if we look at the EPS front, a little bit different of a story. They have beat every single time. And if you look at what they're beaten by, some of these are really big beats here. So 5%, 13%, 14%, 10%, 11%, 14%, 15%. So these are double digit beats. And they've beat every single time for the past 5 years. So EPS, when an estimate is out there, we can confidently say that ServiceNow likely will come in and beat these numbers. But when we see revenue, a little bit more of a mixed bag, but still slightly more confident in a beat. Now let's dive into their earnings report itself. And some of the main callouts here is first off, they beat the high end of their guidance across both top line numbers and the profitability numbers, and they raised the full year subscription revenue outlook. Subscription revenue was up 24.5% year over year. Current remaining performance obligations, so this is revenue that will be recognized within the next 12 months, is up to $13.2 billion. That's 21% year over year growth. And ServiceNow AI crossed $1 billion in annual contract value. CEO Bill McDermott, he called out that agentic deployments of ServiceNow AI grew ninefold in just 9 months. This is signaling that enterprises are moving rapidly from experimental pilots to production workflows. And looking at ServiceNow operating efficiency, we can see that they are now at a rule of 56, well on their way to a rule of 60. And for software companies, anything above a rule of 40 generally means you're operating very efficiently. And if we dive into looking at some of their larger transactions, we can see that their largest deals are accelerating. The company had 123 transactions over $1 million in net new annual contract value in this quarter. That's growing by nearly 40% year over year. And they ended the quarter with 658 customers with more than $5 million in ACV. That's a 23% growth year over year. And if we hop over real quick to their PowerPoint deck for their earnings, number of customers with $5 million, as this is growing, the average ACV of those customers who have 5 million plus ACV, it's growing. So while the 658 customers counts anyone with a greater than $5 million ACV, we can see that the average has actually increased for this group to over $15 million now. And if we quickly highlight something from Financial Analyst Day a couple months ago, for anyone who might have not tuned into that, they're projecting by 2030 for subscription revenue to be over $30 billion. That's an over 2x from today when looking on a trailing 12-month basis. And they're expecting 30% of ACV to come from AI. And they're expecting their Rule of 40 score to continue to increase and be greater than 60 by 2030. So this shows that they expect their growth rates to not only maintain at these high levels, but to actually increase over the next couple of years. And one of the greatest concerns with any software company is dilution via stock-based compensation. They also have the goal by 2029 to reduce stock-based compensation to less than 10% of revenue. In the latest quarter, it was up at 16.4%. So that's almost cutting that in half in the next 3 years. Now, for ServiceNow, it's important to look at their non-GAAP numbers right now because of the different acquisitions they've had, because they skew the GAAP numbers. So, for example, if we're looking at the income statement here, this is GAAP. You'll quickly see that if you were just reviewing it on a GAAP basis, that this quarter would look horrendous. And the reason being is if you're looking at their expenses pretty much across the board, they were all increasing year over year much higher than their revenue was growing, which absolutely destroyed their income. That's why we want to look at non-GAAP measures because it'll add back in non-cash expenses and especially different costs related to acquisitions, which are not going to be ongoing. So if we go down to operating margin, you can see from the GAAP side, it would show that year over year, it fell off a cliff from 11% down to 4%. But when you add back in the stock-based compensation as well as the amortization from all the different acquisitions they had, you get to the same operating margin as it was year over year. Now, when we look at net income, the story is the same. When you add back in those two line items, you get to a year over year 9% growth for non-GAAP net income. Now, 9% still is lower than what the revenue is growing at. So we definitely want to see profitability get up to in line with revenue and eventually start exceeding that. So what we're seeing from this earnings report is we can see that enterprise software spending remains durable when it's being tied to operational automation and a measurable ROI on their investment. When we quickly look at how they performed versus Wall Street's expectations for this quarter, we can see that they not only beat on EPS and revenue numbers, but current remaining performance obligations also beat Wall Street's expectations slightly. Looking at one quick chart, looking at the year over year growth from subscription revenue and looking at the year over year growth for current remaining performance obligations. So while we don't see any clear trend, one thing we do notice is that we are sitting right between that 20% to 25% year over year growth line for both of these, which is good to see us comfortably above 20% for both of these. Ideally, I would like to see current remaining performance obligations start to uptrend a little bit more to kind of foreshadow that revenue will be accelerating in the near future because if we're able to see current remaining performance obligations upticking quicker than subscription revenue, then this could indicate that they're having more demand from the customer side than they're able to fulfill, which could indicate further acceleration for future quarters to go. But nonetheless, can't complain about 20% year over year growth for both of these. Now, if we revisit kind of the balance sheet line items for cash and cash equivalents versus debt, we can see in this most recent quarter that both long-term and short-term debt exploded. And why this happened was simply due to the acquisition. So for their massive acquisition of the Israeli cybersecurity startup Armis, they added $4 billion in new debt. So they chose to raise debt to just protect their cash reserves and free cash flow to maintain financial flexibility and daily operations. So while the stock has had a rough ride so far this year, a double beat with 24% revenue growth and a 9x growth in agentic AI deployments shows that the core business is firing on all cylinders. The big question now is whether Wall Street will re-rate enterprise software back to its peak multiples or whether they'll keep software down at these lower multiples even when growth is continuing to accelerate. Let me know where you think ServiceNow stock heads from here on out. Let me know down in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more earnings breakdowns. Thanks for watching. Peace.